Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'm going to show you how to create some epic charms in LEGO Fortnite. I'll focus on two specific ones. Firstly, the inner fire one, which will increase your resistance to cold temperatures. And secondly, the regeneration charm, which will slowly regenerate health over time. Emphasis on slowly. I mean, it's a nice effect, but it goes really slow. Before you get started, the first thing that you need is an epic crafting table. And then the inner fire charm requires 4 different items. First one is a heavy wool thread. They don't have a fixed location on the map, but there are 2 different methods that you can use in order to get these. The first one is to give one of your villagers a job, and then you specifically want them to create textiles. Even if you don't have a single heavy wool thread yet, as long as your villager has access to a spinning wheel and a loom, there should be a chance of you getting this. Option 2 is a bit more luck based. If you go to the snow biome and you explore any of the chests there, you have a chance of finding heavy wool. There's also a small chance of heavy wool dropping when you pet sheep. But once you touch the heavy wool, the recipe for a heavy wool thread will unlock, and then you can just repeat the process. Bright core can be obtained from the caves within the desert. They are usually pretty common ores, so it shouldn't be all that difficult to find a lot of them. Blast core, however, is a whole different story. This is one of the most annoying and grindy items in the game at the moment, at least in my opinion. There is a special type of monster inside of a desert cave. They look like a tiny little volcano, and they will mostly stay in hiding until you either get too close or if you attack them. Once startled, they're gonna trigger a little countdown, and you can either defeat them before they blow up, or after a couple of seconds, they'll just automatically explode. I usually just go to a desert cave and start running around like crazy. And sometimes if you cannot find any of them, it's best to leave the cave, exit your game, go back into the game, and then re-enter the cave. Because even though metals will not respawn when you do that, enemies will most definitely respawn. And this can increase your chances of finding one. And then the last item is a frost brood scale. This isn't necessarily that difficult to obtain. You can either get it from chests within the ice biome, or you can defeat a frost brood. If you're struggling with that one, build to a higher platform, take out a crossbow, and then shoot as many arrows at it as you can. There's literally only one attack you have to be afraid of, and that is the toxic boulder, but you can easily dodge that one. Now, once you've done all of that, you can go to your crafting bench and create an inner fire charm. Moving on to the regeneration charm, I think this one is a lot more simple to obtain. 2 of the items are the same as with the other one, which are the heavy wool thread and the frost brood scale. In order to get cut sapphire, you need to head into any ice cave and then break some of the ores. Take the rough sapphire to your gem cutter and you will obtain cut sapphire. That last item, that one can be a little bit annoying. In order to obtain this, you have to defeat the demon doggies, and they are often found inside of ice caves as well. Sometimes they will just freeze and you can freely kill them, but other times they'll turn really aggressive and their bites deal almost as much damage as the frost brood. So good luck with those fights. Anyway, after you've defeated 5 of them, you should have all the necessary materials, so go over to your crafting bench and then create another epic charm. I am very curious that once we get an update, what the difficulty for legendary charms is going to be.